Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be having the strength to move on from a bad situation or a bad relationship once you realize that it's simply not going to work out with this person, and you resolve that internally that you deserve to have what you really want deep down. I've got an email here from a woman who I've answered a few of her emails in the past, and it sounds like she's had a few breakthroughs, which is fucking awesome. And she says, "Hi Corey, I've emailed you several times, and this is actually my third time, and I want to tell you that you have given me the strength I need to move on. In your last video, you told me that I deserve someone who is more loving and would treat me like a princess and love me and my baby once it's born. I know the father of my baby will love his child, maybe not spend as much time with his child and not be a full-time dad, but that will definitely be his decision. I have recently been hurting a lot because our relationship has been constant fighting. And the reason being is because he doesn't understand you, he doesn't understand women. I would encourage you to get him a copy of my book, but most guys, because men tend to be very egocentric, ego-driven, and that's why we don't ask for directions when we get lost. And when you look at the self-help books on relationships, 95% of the self-help books on relationships are bought by women and only 5% by men. And so just tell them, say, if you want to work this out, if you really love me and you really care about me, I want you to read a copy of this book because it will help you understand me and help you learn to communicate with me on an adult level, because the way we've been communicating and fighting and arguing is totally unacceptable, and I'm simply not going to tolerate this crap any longer. Either you get your shit together and learn how to communicate like with me like an adult, or we're done. Just tell him like that. And if he really loves you and he really cares about you, he'll read the book. If not, he'll get all butthurt and he'll get offended that you gave him this book, and he won't do it. Then you'll have to walk away. He says, I just feel like I am supporting him and he isn't supporting me. I finally told him how I felt and that I deserved someone that would support me and that he also deserved someone that was more what he wanted. In other words, we just do not seem right for each other anymore. He told me he wanted to talk about it later, and I said that I don't want to prolong it anymore. Good for you, girl. He says that it was just hurting me too much. He still just wants to talk about it later, which I will give him that shot, but I have finally realized that we just both want different things in the relationship and that it is okay. That's awesome, because you've come to a place where you've accepted the fact that it's just simply not going to work out. Obviously, you probably got your values and your goals and your objectives for your relationship are just simply not the same. And at the end of the day, it's next to impossible to have a relationship with someone who just doesn't understand women, who doesn't understand how to communicate like an adult with you. So good for you. She says, I want someone who is more loving, more supportive, more understanding. He wants someone who is not all of those things. And I wanted to thank you for the push that I so desperately needed. Well, awesome. It was my honor and my pleasure to help you. And like we talked about in the last video, you deserve a guy who treats you like a princess. You deserve a man who gets it. And so I encourage you to read my book and read other books and to apply these things in your own life, and to no longer, especially now that you're going to have a child to worry about, because you want to make sure you control the kind of men that you allow into your life. Because if you allow your child to grow up and you continue to date men who are like this, then your child is simply going to go out and repeat those same mistakes and get involved in the same kind of dysfunctional relationships. And I know as a mother, you want the best for your baby, and you simply don't want your child to have to suffer like you have. And I know you will glow like a mother. You'll make you feel so proud to watch your child grow up and start dating and actually have healthy, loving relationships, because you have to give your child an example to follow, because you have to lead by example as a parent, because a child is going to learn and incorporate all of your fears, all of your beliefs, and all of your doubts about yourself, and you don't want your child to have to spend their life trying to overcome the things that you're overcoming now, and you can do this before it's even born. So I applaud you and I honor you, and I appreciate the fact that you were willing to reach out and get some help and stand up for yourself. It's absolutely fucking beautiful and amazing. And not only are you changing yourself, but you're changing your child, and you're helping change the world, because your child is going to grow up and is not going to make the same kind of mistakes that you have made, and that simply is going to help make the world a better place. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions once you get to the next page. And if you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, which I highly recommend, because I talk about pickup skills, dating skills, and a lot of essential relationship skills, especially if you're going to date women and you want to have relationships with women, or if you're a woman and you want to learn more about yourself and what's motivated you to interact in your relationships. I have a lot of essential relationship wisdom that men and women both need to know in my book. So once you get to my website, underneath the email sign-up box, there'll be a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book, and you don't have to have a Kindle device to read the Kindle version of my ebook. All you have to do is download one of their free e-reader apps. There's a button on the right-hand side of the download page that will open up a window where you can download a free e-reader app for your Android smartphone, your Android tablet, your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, or your PC. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install it, and you'll be reading my book in no time. I will talk to you soon.